Hey guys, Alden here. Welcome back for episode 10 of season 1 of Ted Lasso. This is the season finale. Honestly, I'm not sure what to expect out of this one, man, because a lot of our lingering plot threads kind of came to a head in the last episode. You know, Roy, his relationship with Keeley, Roy, his relationship with Ted and this team, and then obviously the big kicker, and that was Rebecca revealing everything that she had been trying to do all season long about sabotaging Ted. She came clean about that to his face. He accepted her apology, and everything by the end of the episode seems all hunky-dory. So I don't know what's next, so we'll find out. So let's go ahead and hop in. If you want to see the full-length reaction, check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up with the time codes for reaction to the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover here on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies we react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, and trying to make it worth your while, so you're going to support the channel. But guys, at the end of the day, I'd really appreciate it if you enjoyed this reaction to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really does help these videos out. And with that all said and out of the way, let's hop into episode 10, The Hope That Kills You. I don't like the sound of that. Here we go. Huh, everything's already done.
Oh, hi, hello, I'm Will. I'm the new clubhouse attendant.
No, you're not. I'm the clubhouse attendant.
Oh.
Where are you?
Oh, did he get a... Oh, he probably got a promo.
Oh, have you been sacked? Has he been fired?
I don't know anything about this, Ted. Oh, there you are.
There you are. Is this because I called Isaac a pussy?
Good morning, everyone.
You shrew. You did this, didn't you?
Oh, he probably got a promo and nobody told anybody.
Well, I had to spell it correctly for your contract.
You
Yeah.
haven't been fired. It's worse. You've been promoted.
Yes. Oh, that was such a cruel way to do that. And Ted and Higgins sold that so well. His own whistle.
I present to you this whistle, but it is sad. Do you know why?
No.
Because it has never been blown.
Is that the same reason why Colin's sad?
Oh, snap.
I now pronounce you Coach Nate.
No. What an opening.
It got confusing because they don't call it jock edge here.
Yeah, so you didn't know what sprayed about it, right?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
What do they call it?
Not sure if you know this, but the rules say you got to pick a new captain.
No, sir. You're my captain. That's the rule.
Captain has to be on the pitch. That's the rule.
I say that the current captain has to pick the new captain. That's my new rule.
Don't want to.
Ah!
We have to.
I decline.
Until you choose your successor, your duties as captain of this squad remain unfulfilled.
Ooh, smooth.
This is why it's hard to love you.
But that means he does. Yeah.
Coach, do they not have relegation in America?
Oh, no.
So what happens to all the shit teams at the end of the season?
You know, they play out the rest of the schedule, contested in lifeless, half-empty stadiums, and then everyone's pretty much fine with that. You know? That sound all right there?
Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah, he makes a good point.
I'd never say a bad word about my old club, even though I did carry him through every match. But they're good lads. Apart from Roy Kent, he is a knob.
Yeah.
Lasso sent me away. Now they're facing the drop. Sunday I get to put the final nail in the ashes.
Uh-oh.
Instant caramel. It's gonna get you.
Oh.
Hoops in it.
Well said.
All right, let's go climb that mountain.
I'm surprised that wasn't Roy.
You acting like we lost the game already, yeah? Why don't you have a little hopes?
Oh, Ted.
Ain't you lived here long enough to realise?
It's the hope that kills you.
Oh. There's the title of the episode.
There is a scenario where Crystal Palace beat Norwich by 6 goals and we avoid relegation with just a tie.
No, I hate ties, Nate. How many times I gotta tell you that? They ain't natural, all right? If God wanted games to end in a tie, she wouldn't have invented numbers. Come on, guys, let's fire up. Let's go. Hey, for the love of Meghan Markle, tell me how we beat Manchester City.
We cannot beat Manchester City.
Dang it, Nate. That is not what I want to hear from my assistant coach on his first day.
It is hopeless.
Ooh.
Now ring a bell, Nate. That ring a very large bell in your head.
You had that.
Did he run?
I got a ton of these hanging up in here. This one's
Oh,
on the
okay.
bathroom mirror. It's the first thing I see every morning, and it's the last thing I see at night when I rationalize being too tired to floss.
That is way too relatable.
I hate to say it, Rebecca, but I think your football club might have been better off with a soccer coach.
Where's this coming from?
Look, if we do end up losing on Sunday, you just go ahead and do whatever you think's best for the future of this club. You understand? Yeah, even if that means, you know, this guy's got to go, whatever you want to do. I mean, don't really murder me, but, you know, just all that. You get what I'm getting at?
There's a great saying in Dutch football.
Well, I don't speak Dutch.
That's why I was going to tell you in English.
Perfect, lay it on.
Jesus.
Every disadvantage has its advantage.
Ooh, I like that.
I mean, sure, you don't know what you're doing. But doesn't that mean that you see the game in a different way than any other football manager? And shouldn't that empower you to cause complete and utter confusion?
Cause confusion. Or create chaos. Yeah?
Yes!
Yes, it is.
Oh, I like this, Rebecca. Oh, Jesus!
I'm fine.
Oh my God.
Today's lesson is trick plays. At least that's what we call them back home. What do they call them here again?
Elaborate set pieces.
Oof, yeah, we're gonna stick with trick plays. That's a lot more fun. Yeah, Danny, what do you got?
When I played for Tigres, we had a great set piece.
Did it have a name?
The Sandman.
Yeah! Now we're cooking the Sandman. We're gonna learn that play today. Who else got?
The Broken Tap.
All right, that's not a complaint. That's an actual play name.
I think Man City will leak a lot of goals from it.
Oh, nice.
I just noticed the Harlem Globetrotter theme in the background. At least that's what I associate it with. I don't know if it originated anywhere else, but that's always what I associate that tune with.
Any bad blood between you and Jamie Tartt?
Jamie? No, that's a especially young man right there. Got talent for days, works hard. I'm always rooting for him.
What? Classic mind games, isn't it?
Right, you can fuck off.
Oh!
Roy is gonna be there.
Joking.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Roy, Jamie's coming over.
Oh, is he? Shall I make scones?
I don't like scones.
I'm not making scones, you idiot.
Good, because I don't even like them.
Right, Jamie, what was it that you wanted to talk about?
I'm going to say it in front of this dry old shit.
You won't say anything, will you?
Missed.
Missed.
Jamie, not everyone in your life is out to get you.
I am. What? Thought you respected honesty.
I do.
Look, Keeley, when you're done feeding mushy peas to this old fart, you give me a call.
God damn
Look
it.
forward to seeing you tomorrow. Enjoy the view from the bench.
Rude.
What?
Well, now I want mushy peas.
No.
It ain't like being a football coach back home, kiddo. I just gotta hope that everything I've been trying to teach them made some sort of impact on them, and that they'll make the right decisions when they're out there on their own. You know, it's kind of like being a dad, I guess. Huh?
No.
How much you get that before you checked out?
I drew a robot. Isn't my heart? It's never really been in it, you know? But today,
Aww.
today I care very much.
Is there on me?
Thanks, me. Good luck, group hug.
No!
No.
Richmond.
Richmond.
Okay, here we are, family Higgins. This is Terry, Chris, Dana,
No.
Stevie,
How many kids do you have, Higgins? Jesus Christ.
and this is our eldest, Lindsay.
Good evening.
Aw.
Forgive me, Father.
Isaac. Never stop breaking TVs.
Aw.
So I've been hearing this phrase y'all got over here that I ain't too crazy about. It's the hope that kills you. I disagree, you know? I think it's the lack of hope that comes and gets you. See, I believe in hope. Now, where I'm from, we got a saying too. It's a question, actually. Do you believe in miracles? Now, I don't need y'all to answer that question for me, but I do want you to answer that question for yourselves. Do you believe in miracles? And if you do, then I want y'all to circle up with me right now. Come on, let's go.
Aw.
Is that miracle scene from a movie or real life?
Close.
But had an infamous on-pitch dust-up.
That is the one lingering thing we have, Jamie learning the truth of what happened. I don't know how much it'll matter, but...
Hey, Jamie, good luck.
Ooh, that'll do it.
And that's half-time. The score is 0-0.
Okay. Somebody check the Crystal Palace score.
Hey, no, absolutely not. We are not playing for a tie. Ain't nobody here gonna kiss their sister.
Huh?
Which is an American phrase that I'm now realizing does not exist here, and that's good.
I've never heard that one.
I can't hear your nods. Do you hear me? Yes, sir. Okay, good. All right. Roy, you are starting the second half. Go ahead and start warming up.
And here comes Roy Kent, who is, to be polite, very slow.
That's because he's a fucking octogenarian. Look at him.
Well, you're shut the fuck up.
Zorro in position. Hendrick to take. He scored.
Damn it.
We're only one goal down. There's still a chance. Come on, Richmond!
No.
Give a shit.
Go, Richmond!
If he scores here, it could be curtains for Richmond. No one can catch it. Hold on. Can you believe it?
Oh! Nice.
What's the matter? He's not getting up.
Now, this
Oh.
was serious. It was a fair tackle on Tartt, but Kent may have paid the price. And they're sending out the physio.
Shit.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, it's a call. Oh, it's like when he fell down the first time, but it's also probably first time in a while he's heard his name getting chanted.
As the crowd serenades Roy Kent with a song that's echoed through the Premier League for more than a decade.
No.
Chris, does this almost feel like a farewell to you?
Well, you have to wonder, Arlo. At his age, with that injury, I'm sorry to say, I think this may be the last time we ever see the great Roy Kent lace up his boots.
No.
I'm not allowed back here during the game. I told you have to get out. I mean it. Stay the fuck away from me.
No.
Oh my God, Palace won 6-0. But then that means all we need is a tie.
Oh! He's like, fuck it, tie!
Manchester City are more worried about yelling at the official than they are about whatever it is Richmond are doing. Actually, what are they doing?
Oh! Oh! Yeah, they don't know who to cover.
Players fan out. City's defence is in chaos. And it's a Hail Mary to Obi Sanya, who is wide open.
Oh, come on. Yes! I'm surprised Rupert's actually rooting for him, man. I know he's got stake in it, you know, but still.
Straight from the kickoff. Oh, City are back on the attack. It's only him and the goalkeeper. Oh, he makes the extra.
Oh, he passed! No!
Manchester City win, and AFC Richmond's time in the Premier League is over.
Wow.
Do you really think I want to come all the way down to London to watch my son pass the ball?
Oh, fuck off.
Zero. Where you at? That dude had more saves than a Baptist preacher. Give it up for Zero. Roy chased down his grandson. Stop him from getting an easy one. Now look, this is a sad moment right here. Lift your heads up, look around this locker room. And I want you to be grateful that you're going through this sad moment with all these other folks. I promise you, there is something worse out there than being sad. And that is being alone and being sad. Ain't nobody in this room alone. You remember what animal has the shortest memory?
A goldfish.
Let's be sad now. Let's be sad together. And then we can be a gosh darn goldfish.
No.
Night, Jamie.
Toy soldier. Oh! No.
Mighty unfair that you have to fire me, so if it's all the same to you, I'd like to spare you the trouble and just quit. This here is my letter of resignation.
You are not going anywhere because we have work to do. Next season.
Huh? Well, I mean, I know there's a season 2, but I don't understand how this is all patched up.
So the next year we get ourselves a promotion, which looks good on any resume. Then we come back to this league and
Oh, they get dropped down to
win the whole fucking thing.
Right, they were talking about that before. That was an emotional episode, man. Man, so many of these are. Again, this is sweet. This was sweet. You know, I love, again, just how this team has grown, how this team has come together, and how Ted has just kind of faced every one of these obstacles with just grace. I don't know, man. It's just so admirable, and especially everything with Nate, everything with the Coach Beard, Roy's story and relationship with Keeley, how that's evolved, how he's kind of grown comfortable and at least understanding that his time has kind of come and kind of owning that and rolling with the punches. You know, it's one thing to kind of keep that fade off at a distance or be in denial for any number of days, years, weeks, whatever, to finally go out there. He's like, hey, if this is going to be how it's going to be, I'm going to put everything I have out there. He managed to pull out enough juice to catch up to Jamie and block that kick, get that ball away from him. But in doing so, you know, injured himself to the point where, like, even though up until this point, he's already been struggling with that injury, with that torque to his knee, you know, that's probably the last time he was ever going to book it that hard. I love the way they handled that. I love that moment with Keeley coming in and comforting him. Speaking of Keeley, I love that whole little thing with her and Rebecca up in the stands, them talking about finally kind of having their hearts in the game and being worried about it. And then Higgins, his family coming in and joining in the mix. That was huge. We even had some moments where I wasn't so upset seeing Rupert. You know, obviously when he first showed up, I was like, fuck you. Afterwards, you know, to see him rooting for Richmond too, it's like, even if he's like a shitty, you know, this kind of like devil in the background kind of thing, it was the one moment we were all kind of rooting for the same thing. And like, it even warmed my heart a little bit to see little old Satan up there fucking cheering on our guys as well, hoping for him to win. Again, he's got, outside of the whole game involved, the whole thing that this is something that he's cared about and he's built, you know, outside of all that, he also does have stake in it because he owns a portion of the club still. So, like, you know, there's all of that in there, but it seemed like the one moment where that wasn't the case. Though when the loss came around and you went back and you see his expression change, you see, like, young Rebecca was like, peace out of the, Homer Simpson herself out of the room. But again, coming down to the way publicly Ted has presented himself in every way, complete positivity, and Jamie not knowing exactly how to handle any of that, because again, Jamie doesn't know because he's been away. He's been on, you know, back off to the other team. Nobody's shed any light to him on what actually transpired. You know, he's still putting that on Ted, but still Ted's lessons won him that game. I mean, he maybe could have made that shot himself, maybe, but he passed when he didn't need to. He passed to a teammate who was open, who had a better angle. And then, of course, the whole thing that we talked about when we were reconciling everything by the fire, when he talked about his father and never wanted to be that man or give that man a reason to come and yell in his face, he kind of gave it up for the father he needed and then the father he has. Because after that, he won the game, but he still got chewed out by his biological daddy for being a little bitch and passing the ball. Ooh, being on a team. Lo and behold, there's other people on the team. Still, dude, he was like the star of that game. Like, he pulled out all the stops and, you know, he passed the ball and got a goal. Fuck off. And then Ted sending him that little letter through Coach Beard about, you know, acknowledging the pass and congratulating him on the pass and all that. And again, making sure he has one of those little toy soldiers to keep guard and watch over him. I just wish there was a moment to where there was some clear-cut conversation between the two about what actually transpired, so maybe that can be taken off of Jamie's shoulders. So it can't be undone at this point, but understand that that necessarily wasn't Ted's fault. But I don't know. I like their whole like motivation. I love Ted's speech in the locker room. All of his speeches in the locker room. The goldfish one and the one about miracles, man. Both were, they just pulled at your heart. So I guess to my understanding, this is like where we have like professional and semi-professional. You you know, leagues and stuff like that. But there's no like bleed between, like they talked about in this, is like if you lose a lot, no matter what, you're still in the same league and you still play out all your games for the rest of the year. As sad and depressing as that may be, you're still out there playing the game or whatever. At first I thought that the club would dissolve if they lost this. The club would just no longer exist. The way they were talking about it, that's kind of what it was saying. But what they were saying was that they would no longer be a Premier League. They would go down to the next tier under that. But they can work themselves back up. Like, if we want to talk about this in concepts I understand, it'd be like you're ranking Halo, you're ranking in League of Legends. If you lose a bunch of matches, you can go from one tier down to the next, and then you're just playing with people in that group until you win enough to get back up to the top where you were. So like it's kind of that. So they get knocked down to the semi-pros, to the championships as they called it, I think, if I remember correctly when they were talking about it in the pub. And then if they win enough, if they do well enough there, they can go back to the Premier League. And then maybe there's a redemption down the line where maybe they even beat Manchester this time. At the end of the day, Rebecca's not giving up on Ted by all extents. You know, I like that she came into this. We got, you know, every disadvantage has its advantage. That whole little turn of phrase there. And that's something that I've said as well. You know, Ted might not know the game. That's what Beard's there for. That's what Nate is there for. Ted is here to offer what else he can bring to the table, and that's being a life coach, if anything. Even though he doesn't know the rules, he knows how to get you to where you need to be to do great on the field and do great off the field. And if he can do either one of those, he's succeeded in what he's there to bring to the table. And that's what Rebecca has finally seen. And now that she's kind of given up on the self-destructive nature that she's taken on attacking and trying to dismantle this club, now that she's working with Ted to kind of build that up, she finally sees the value that he brings to the table and acknowledged it, and we're working forward with utilizing that. And then who knows, this we can build this team up proper moving forward. Again, I don't know how this plays out. I believe Roy is still in, because I've heard people mention the name Roy Kent even while the other seasons were going on. So I presume he's not out of the show. I mean, his knowledge will forever be valuable. I was thinking maybe he would be the captain, you know, but I didn't know the whole, like, you know, the captain has to be who like designated as somebody that's on the pitch. I guess that makes sense. Maybe he can be one of the coaches. Maybe he can be there in like an advisory role. Like I don't know if he's going to play anymore, be on the field itself, but like he's got knowledge that would be indispensable. That would be just invaluable for this team. And I just hope he sticks around in some kind of capacity for Richmond. That said, guys, I thought this was a fantastic first season. Head over heels in love with this show. And it's like, even if I'm feeling down and out, man, this show is real great at pulling me at least somewhat out of that gutter and just kind of putting a smile on my face, tears in my eyes. Like 90% of the time, they're all happy tears, you know? It's like the shit's so moving and uplifting. I did see somebody in the comments, I think, say some people refer to this show as like chicken soup for the soul. And that's very much kind of the vibe that I get from it. But anyway, we've reached the end of season 1. We'll be headed into season 2 shortly, and I can't wait to see you guys there. But in the meantime, what did you guys think of this finale? How'd you feel about this? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before you go, want to shout out our channel legends: Andy Sherritt, Ryan Karen, York Coruscant, Melita, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey Hale, Jake Cantrell, Eric Official, Amy Becca, Casey Wood, JoJo, and Scythe. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this video, guys. I'm going to see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.